Welcome along, Beatle people. This time around, we're going to talk about the history of the song, The Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill. Before I begin, please like and share this show and subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. Now let's begin our journey. The Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill is one of the more unique and satirical tracks from the Beatles' expansive 1968 double album, commonly known as the White Album. Written primarily by John Lennon, the song was recorded during a prolific session on October 8, 1968 at Abbey Road Studios, where the band also completed another Lennon composition, I'm So Tired, in the same session. The song's origins trace back to the Beatles' visit to Rishikesh, India in early 1968, where they attended a transcendental meditation retreat led by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. This trip was not only a spiritual journey, but also a creative one, inspiring several songs featured on the White Album. The Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill was directly inspired by an incident involving American visitor Richard Cooke III, known as Rick, and his mother, Nancy Cooke D. Herrera, who were also at the ashram. Nancy was an American socialite, a fashion expert, and author known for her multifaceted life that spanned from fashion promotion to becoming a pivotal figure in the spread of Eastern spirituality in the West. After her husband's death, D. Herrera's spiritual quest led her to India in 1962, where she met Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, the founder of Transcendental Meditation, TM. She became one of his early American disciples and worked as his publicist, helping to introduce TM to the West. Rick, along with his mother, had taken a break from the spiritual retreat to go on a tiger hunt. This excursion was seen by John Lennon and others as a stark contrast to the principles of meditation and non-violence that they were supposed to be practicing. After the hunt and the murders, Rick returned to discuss his experiences with the Maharishi, who expressed disapproval, leading to a stirring conversation witnessed by John Lennon. This incident, combined with John's disdain for what he perceived as American cultural imperialism and the hypocrisy of the Cooke family's actions, fueled the song's creation. John Lennon himself described the song in an interview as a sort of teenage social comment song and a bit of a joke, indicating his satirical intent. He combined the character of Rick with elements from American pop culture like Jungle Jim and Buffalo Bill, highlighting how absurd the situation was. The recording of the song was notable for being the only Beatles track to feature a lead vocal by a non-member. That would be Yoko Ono, who sang the line, "Not when he looks so fierce." This added another layer of uniqueness to the song, reflecting Ono's increasing presence in Beatles sessions during this period. The backing vocals included contributions from all four Beatles, Ringo Starr's then-wife Maureen, Yoko Ono, and even studio personnel, creating a somewhat chaotic and playful atmosphere. Musically, Bungalow Bill is characterized by its flamenco guitar intro, played on a mellotron, and its simple, repetitive structure, which belies the complexity of its lyrical content. The song's melody and arrangement keep it light and somewhat comedic, aligning with Lennon's aim to critique through humor. Now let's break down the lyrics and what they might mean. You got the chorus, "Hey Bungalow Bill, what did you kill, Bungalow Bill?" This repetitive query is a direct challenge to Rick's actions. It serves as both a literal question about the tiger he killed and a broader metaphorical one, questioning the morality and purpose behind his hunting. The chorus, sung as if by children in the song, represents innocence questioning the actions of adults, highlighting the moral incongruity of hunting in a spiritual retreat, or anywhere else for that matter. And so let's start with verse 1. He went out tiger hunting with his elephant and gun. In case of accidents, he always took his mum. He's the all-American, bullet-headed Saxon mother's son. This verse paints Rick as a caricature of American bravado and cultural insensitivity. The image of hunting with elephants and a gun, accompanied by his mother, underscores the absurdity and the perceived lack of personal responsibility or maturity. The term, bullet-headed Saxon mother's son, is a satirical jab at his heritage and upbringing, suggesting a headstrong, perhaps thoughtless character shaped by his environment. And then comes verse 2. Deep in the jungle, where the mighty tiger lies, Bill and his elephants were taken by surprise. So Captain Marvel zapped him right between the eyes. Here, the narrative takes a fantastical turn with Captain Marvel, likely a playful reference to the comic book hero, symbolizing an overly dramatic, almost childlike view of the hunt. The zap signifies the moment of the kill, portrayed with comic book simplicity, which mocks the seriousness Rick might have attributed to the event. Now let's move on to verse 3. The children asked him if to kill was not a sin. Not when he looked so fierce, his mommy butted in. If looks could kill, it would have been us instead of him. This part of the song delves into the moral debate. The children's question represents the naive yet profound moral inquiry into the ethics of killing for sport. Rick's mother's response, defending the act based on the tiger's appearance, is a commentary on justification and the rationalization of violence. The line about looks killing is a defense mechanism, suggesting self-preservation, but it also highlights the absurdity of their reasoning when juxtaposed with their spiritual context. Through these lyrics, John Lennon critiques not just the individual act of hunting, but broader themes of cultural imperialism, the clash between spiritual ideals and human behaviors, and the moral myopia that can accompany privilege. The song uses humor and satire to make listeners question these issues, wrapped in a deceptively simple tune that belies its depth. The continuing story of Bungalow Bill remains a testament to the Beatles' ability to weave social commentary into their music, even in moments where their work might seem lighthearted or playful. It captures a moment in time, reflecting on human contradictions, especially when viewed through the lens of counter-cultural movements of the 1960s. The continuing story of Bungalow Bill remains one of the lesser-known tracks from the White Album, but it's cherished for its insight into John Lennon's sharp observational humor and his ability to weave social commentary into his music. This story encapsulates a moment where cultural, spiritual, and personal narratives intertwined, providing a vivid snapshot of the era's counterculture movement, its contradictions, and the Beatles' engagement with it. So, what do you think of the history of the song, The Continuing Story of Bungalow Bill? What do you think about a guy coming to an ashram in India and going out tiger hunting and killing a poor little tiger? That's kind of a horrible thing to do, isn't it? What do you think of the fact that Yoko Ono seems to sing way too loud instead of blending in with the others? Do you think her contribution ruins the song, or does it benefit the song? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Kindly remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Please check out the links below to learn how to support my research and productions. Kindly be kind to all of our fellow Earthlings, and please do not harm them. And do yourself a favor and go to a local shelter and adopt a cat or a dog or both. You and they will be very glad that you did. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.